Okay, we have got a major political showdown on our hands. We're talking about a defiant president, a massive Supreme Court rebuke, and a brand new global tariff that could literally reshape international trade. So let's break down what is going on. And it really all comes back to this single defiant statement from President Trump. He said this just hours after getting hit with a major legal defeat. The court says one thing, but he believes his authority is totally unchecked. So what exactly happened here? At the heart of all this is this number, 10%. This is the new, sweeping, across-the-board global tariff the president just announced. But honestly, the real story here isn't just the number. It's the timing. It's why it happened now. All right, first up, let's talk about the announcement itself, this new global tariff. Okay, so you have to understand the sequence of events because it is everything. The Supreme Court deals this huge blow to his trade agenda, and then, just a few hours later, President Trump fires back with this executive order, a new 10% global tariff slapped right on top of all the other ones. It was an immediate and very direct response. So what pushed the president to do this? Well, that brings us to the catalyst, a major rebuke from the Supreme Court. Now, the key thing to get here is that phrase invalidated the legal underpinning. What does that actually mean? Well, the court didn't just strike down one specific tariff. No, they went much bigger. They basically knocked out the entire legal foundation of his signature reciprocal trade policy, the one designed to match other countries' tariffs. This was a direct shot at a core piece of his entire economic platform. And listen, this decision, it wasn't even close. We're talking 6-3 against the administration. And what's really, really noteworthy here is that the majority included some of the very justices the president himself put on the court. Which, of course, brings us to the reaction. And wow, what a reaction it was. The president's defiance was on full display. I mean, listen to this direct quote from his press briefing. He's not just saying he disagrees with the legal reasoning. He's openly questioning the courage and the patriotism of Supreme Court justices. I mean, that is just remarkable language coming from a sitting president. But he didn't stop there. He actually went even further, singling out his own nominees, Justices Gorsuch and Barrett, calling their ruling an embarrassment to their families. That just shows you how personal this was for him. It's a level of public criticism from a president toward the court that we've just never really seen before. So this all leads to the big question, right? If the Supreme Court just kneecapped his key tariff authority, how in the world is he announcing a brand new one literally hours later? Well, the answer lies in a totally different legal tool he found in the toolbox. So, what's this new plan? It's all about a 150-day clock that's now ticking. See, he's using a completely different law here. Section 122 of the Trade Act of 1974. Think of it like a lever a president can pull to act fast and on their own, to impose tariffs without needing Congress to sign off. But, and this is the huge catch, it's only temporary. So how does this whole thing work? It's pretty straightforward, really. Step 1, the president signs the executive order. Check, he's already done that. Step 2, these new tariffs go into effect, but for a maximum of 150 days. And here's the most critical part. Step 3, for these tariffs to last even one day longer, Congress, not the president, has to approve it. He can't do it alone. Okay, so let's zoom out. What's the big picture? What actually happens now? Let's get a clear snapshot of where things stand with U.S. tariffs right now. First off, all the old tariffs, the ones under Section 232 and 301, they're not affected by this court ruling. They're still in place. Second, this new 10% global tariff is now active, but remember, it has that 150-day expiration date looming. And third, the administration can still kick off new investigations that could lead to even more tariffs down the road. And that leaves us right here with the ultimate question. The president has made this incredibly bold, defiant move, but he's used a law with a very, very short fuse. This whole thing basically guarantees a massive confrontation with Congress in 150 days. So this isn't just about trade policy anymore. It's a fundamental clash between the White House, the Supreme Court, and Congress. And you have to wonder, what's going to happen when that 150-day clock finally runs out?